I am on my way to my exam and I feel pretty calm, confident, and I think it's gonna go well. Lately, I've noticed something about myself. I don't really celebrate things anymore. Not because nothing good is happening, but because by the time it does, it already feels late. Okay, what do I mean by that? By now you guys know that I'm an actuarial science student and we have a lot of exams to write before we qualify. If someone I studied with or is at the same place as I am passes an exam before I do, my own achievement starts to feel quieter. Like it's missed its moment. Not disappointing, just muted. But the funny thing is, it doesn't make me jealous or bitter when other people succeed. I've always been very concerned with myself. But somehow, their progress still changes how mine feels. Wait, doesn't that mean that I am concerned with other people?
In a way, it does mean you're tuned in to how others are doing, even if it's not in a jealous way. It's more like you're just naturally noticing the timing of their milestones, and that ends up influencing how you feel about your own. It's a pretty normal human thing to compare a little bit, even if we don't intend to.
Fair enough. Okay, so to clarify, it's not because I want what other people have. It's because it quietly shifts the standard that I'm measuring myself against. Because after all, I'm not competing with anyone else, I'm competing with a version of myself that I thought I'd be by now.
Oh, it's been so long since I've actually played tennis. It's actually really bad. I'm gonna be more consistent next year. Anyone in Cape Town looking for a tennis buddy? I'm your girl.
I've always discounted my achievements. I don't know if it's because I'm a firstborn African daughter, but success isn't an option. This is just what I'm supposed to be doing. And that kind of thinking is obviously very wrong. Because look, I'm currently training for my first half marathon, so what? Once I complete it, it doesn't warrant a celebration? That doesn't seem right. This feeling is selective. It picks its moments and shows up most aggressively in academics. Take my graduation, for example. I made 101 small excuses to discount it. In fact, if it wasn't for my friends, I probably wouldn't have had a celebration in the first place. I think my friends and family were more excited for it than I was. Because instead of feeling happiness, I was like, oh, it's just undergrad, it isn't a real milestone, I'm still studying, so what's there to celebrate? Other people got here sooner, other people who I started with are already ahead of me, miles ahead of me. So instead of feeling proud, I just felt like I caught up to something that I was already late for. And that's where the relief I spoke about in my last video came from. How this manifests? Imposter syndrome.
You see, I don't feel like an imposter because I can't do the work. I feel like an imposter because of when I did the work. I don't know if that makes sense.
Good morning, beautiful people. I have just arrived at 8:15 for our long study session. Mufari, Nikim and I are doing a long Saturday session today, and the plan for today is to get 7 hours of studying done and hopefully take a break, and then when I go home I'll do another 3 and then I'll wrap my Saturday up for the day. But yeah, I'll be satisfied if I can just get to 7 and 10. I might be shooting for the stars a little bit today, but that's the plan. I'm excited. I mean, Mufari flew down from Joburg to Cape Town just to study with us. You know, us Aksai kids gotta suffer together, so there's no point in suffering alone. So yeah, there's strength in numbers. And seasonal depression. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm feeling calm, confident. I did my morning manifestations, my morning meditation. I did my dopamine detox, and I feel like it's gonna be a good day. Without further ado, let me stop yapping because the whole point of me being here is to pass. So yeah, let's get the first half of the day started. So I'll see you guys later.
For anyone who's written professional exams, you'll know that this season can get quite intense, isolating, demoralizing, and heavy. So my friends and I decided to start Saturday lock-in sessions. 7 hours, same room, same goal, just keeping each other accountable whilst we study. We usually split it into blocks, 3 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours, 3 hours, depending on how much energy we have, with a long break in the middle for lunch. Honestly, doing this has reminded me of university, that quiet strength, that unspoken solidarity, just sitting next to people who understand what you're carrying and choosing to keep going anyway. There's something so honestly inspiring about that. This support has honestly pulled me through some of my least productive days. And having Mufaro here, who I usually study with online, has really reminded me of the people that I have in my corner. This is the third time I'm sitting for this exam, and the hardest I've ever studied for an exam in my life. I've been so careful with how I treat myself, right down to monitoring my dopamine levels, making sure I'm not overstimulated before I even start studying. All my devices have been in black and white. I haven't even played music before I start studying. Just wake up, lock in. And I've actually found it a lot easier to sustain long periods of focus this way. And the more I test it, the more I think I might just make a video about it. But anyway, I'm feeling quite confident, and I think this exam will go okay. Good morning, everyone. I'm on my way to my exam. I feel calm, confident, and I honestly think this is gonna go well. I've done so much preparation for it, so much work, so many past papers, so many hours of studying, so many times I've reviewed the same notes over and over again, and I'm feeling, yeah, pretty good. I almost had a heart attack this morning when I woke up because they gave us UK times, and I looked at the time and I almost died, almost passed away because I thought I was not gonna make it in time. But no, I've got more than enough time to make it. This is day one of a 2-day exam. Today is the theory and then tomorrow is a practical one. I feel prepared for both, and I don't feel nervous, but I don't often feel nervous for exams. The thing that I feel nervous for is when I'm getting results back. But it's been such a tiring year. I'm so mentally drained, and what's killing me is after this, I probably have 2 or 3 days to rest before my next one. Sorry, not to rest. Yeah, actually, to rest before my next one, and then after that, I have uni exams on top of that. So, okay, I'm just gonna take it a day at a time. I'm not gonna think about the uni exams just yet, but yeah, I'm about to pull in, and I'm probably gonna meditate before I go in. And you know what? I've done all I can, and I'm just gonna hope that everything goes well. So I will see you on the other side. So I didn't pass. And honestly, it wasn't dramatic. I didn't spiral, I didn't feel like the world was ending. I just thought, okay, I have to do it again. And that's the part I don't really hear people talk about often enough. What it's like to keep showing up when belief isn't what's driving you anymore. I don't feel motivated, I don't feel confident, I don't feel inspired. I just feel that this is what happens next. Another session, more months of studying, the same notes, the same routines. Okay, we have made it past the diving board. We're now on our way to the other side of Table Mountain. We're gonna walk across the whole of Table Mountain. But yeah, it's going pretty good. So before I jump back into the lion's den, I figured a spiritual cleanse of sorts was needed. So being the dictator that I am, I decided that we will be taking a Table Mountain hike with zero experience. I made a video on Instagram about Lion's Head that went semi-viral, and honestly, it was the masses of comments telling me that I wasn't going to survive Table Mountain that led to this decision. And if you want to laugh at me nearly passing into the ancestral plane, I've left a link in the descriptions. We have officially made it to the top of the mountain. We did it. This is...
I'm so proud of us. Oh my gosh.
At some stage it was looking dire, guys. The situation was looking dire. But we made it! We made it!
Dude.
I feel like a fraud and everyone knows it. And maybe that's the strangest part. I can feel like a fraud and still continue. Not because I believe in myself, but because stopping feels heavier than starting again. So I sit back down, I open the book again, I show up again. It's just so annoying because it feels like you're not moving at all. Like, come on, how many times do I have to sit down and learn the same material over and over again? Okay, so it is 11:05. I have an exam to do. Wow, the first question is crazy. And the worst part is I literally put the rest of my life on pause, pour my heart and soul into prepping. No. Look, I even dropped the ball with my content creating and I only posted one YouTube video the whole of 2025. And having nothing to show for it after all of that is extremely embarrassing. I don't know if believing in yourself is a prerequisite for moving forward. Right now, I just know that I'm moving forward without it. And that's where I am. No big lessons. No resolution. Just progress without the proof. Guys, if I don't pass this exam the next session, I am this close to committing arson. I'm joking. Because for legal reasons, that was a joke. Please don't demonetize me. This is all I have left. This is all I have left.